Cooking up some linguini and some nice salted water. And I just have a taste for a good old pasta dish. And here's my herbs from my garden, some basil and parsley and some chives. And these pretty little sweet cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes actually. I got a whole bowl full of them in this here, and I took probably, oh my God, at least 3 cups of them, and I cut them in half, sliced them down the middle, and they're sauteing now in olive oil. I took the whole garlic clove, the whole, the whole clump, and chopped it all up. There must have been 10 or so cloves in there, and I chopped them up. I salted them with some nice sea salt and some pepper, some garlic pepper, and I added about four tablespoons of butter, and that's just sauteing. Pretty soon I'm going to add some wine. Well, the tomatoes and garlic have been sauteing in that in that butter and oil. And I'm going to add that half a cup of white wine to that now and let it simmer along about another 15 to 20 minutes. Those beautiful linguini, I took it out. It's all done nice and al dente. And I'm going to throw in a nice, maybe 2.5 tablespoons or so of butter, as much as you like, while that pasta is still hot. And so I want it to kind of melt down in there and get it kind of ready for that sauce. Probably add a little salt to it and give it a toss. Well, I salted up a little bit more of this pasta, and I'm going to toss that butter around. I might even add, just to get it, because this is where it pulls up all that wonder. We don't want those noodles to completely dry out. And this is the time when they are really able to absorb the flavor, when it's nice and steamy and hot. And just like that, I think I'm going to add a little bit more butter. So that was another I'd say a good 2 tablespoons, maybe more. So altogether, 5 tablespoons? It doesn't matter. You know what? It depends how much you want of the butter. You don't have to add any butter, really. But I'm just tossing this up so I can keep it nice and saucy with that butter, so that we add it to the sauce. They're not completely dry. And a little salt too. And in the meantime, we've got our tomatoes going here, nice and still bubbling. I'm so ready for this pasta dish, and just tomatoes, and garlic. It just sounds so good. So I also wanted to, our tomatoes have been simmering so nicely in the oil and butter and the garlic. And so now, and you can see that they have kind of broken, and they're giving me a nice, delicious sauce. I just smashed them down a little bit with my fork, and some I leave just the way they are. And now I'm going to add some pasta water. Don't ever let your pasta water go until you're pretty sure you're done with this dish. So we're going to add just a little more pasta water, and we're going to add some of bring that up to a little simmer. It's still warm, of course. And then we're going to add that linguine. Oh boy, yum yum, I can't wait. So let's just do that. I have some chopped onion here. My little chopped it very fine, and garlic from my garden. That's what I love about summer, because you don't have to worry about, oh, do I have this or do I have that, or oh my goodness, you just go over there and you help yourself. And I also tore up some basil that I had. I've got lots of basil. And so the chives and the parsley, we'll get that in there. And start adding our wonderful linguini. I picked that because, I don't know, linguini is, it's rich tasting, you know? It just kind of, it's silky and it gets really nummy. Now I have already, as you know, we put some butter in there to keep them oiled up, right? I don't want them to go in there completely dry because that's pretty hard to deal with, I think. So we're going to put that linguine right in there, all of it. I made a whole pound. Yeah, yum yum, right? Shame on me, I don't care. I gotta have it. It's one of those, we've had a lot of rain here in Mount Prospect, and I'm so grateful because all I've been doing is watering, constantly watering. But my plants are really coming up nice now, and so it's finally, it's resolved itself. But there's nothing like rain, I'll tell you that. You can water and water and water, and it's never what rain does. And of course we had a good soaking one, and today it's overcast again, so, and very, very humid. So there's our pasta. There's our pasta. We're just gonna add a little bit of some, I'm gonna turn it off, a little basil on the top, and voila. Isn't that beautiful? So now we're gonna add that, gotta have a taste, you know? What do you think? Yeah, right. So I took the little dish and I'm just gonna scoop up some of that beautiful linguine. And I think I need a little spoon so I can gather up just some of those wonderful grape tomatoes. Here we are. Here's my little dish here. I have to pull this back so you can see. Okay, there we are. There we are. I'm just not getting it that great. Okay. So, there we go. Isn't that pretty? With the tomatoes and the garlic and a little bit of I'm on the air. Oh God. And I put a little basil up on the top of that. That looks so pretty. You know, there's just something about pasta, isn't there? It's like having a pizza, a hot dog, or a burger. But this is just the berries. This is just the berries. I'm going to take a little taste. Oh my God. That's really, this is going to be quite a lunch for me. Try it. Try my recipe. I hope you like it. Have a wonderful summer.